Welcome to Michael Cole Live Thursday night. In Search of Awesome. Been doing this since Facebook Live launched 2015, 2016. Episode 271. Guest in the house, Annie Cassell. She is an Instagram Jedi, does some extraordinary work with extensions. Level 2, first full year behind the chair, trending. Are you ready for this? $65,000 W-2. First full year. If you're an associate in L1, L2, she, my friends, is a vision of what's possible. Works at Shears Salon in Tampa, Florida. Salon owner Joanne Powers. I haven't seen Joanne in many moons. Summit coach is the Instagram or the Jedi master herself, Julie Arthur Rubino. She'd made a profound difference in the life of Annie. I'll let her tell you about that. So let me show you where she's hanging out. 23 years old. Come on, stop it. Level 2, $107, about $108 average ticket. Over $300 a day. Haircut price $54, so you can see it's twice that. Half of what she does, 50%, is referral, rebooking about half of what she does, and her RTS is through the roof. Now, she started at Sheer Art in I believe it was 2019, 2020-ish, as an associate, and I believe that was 2020. Finished it on the back end of the year, jumped on the floor front end of this year, just blew right by level 2. And as I said, 36 hours a week, she's trending 65,000. So I'm going to call up Guinness Book of World Records tonight when we're done and tell them that sounds like a first. She will be telling you about her extraordinary story. I don't want to take anything away from that, but here's her timeline. 2016, she graduates from high school. 2020, hair school. In 2020, about 6 months as an associate, hits the floor as a level 1 in Jan. And as I said, in 2019, she's doing 17,000 a year. She's going to do 65,000 this year. First full year behind the chair. Oh my God, that's a big one. If you don't follow her on Instagram, I would strongly encourage you to do it. It's at Full Glam by Annie. I'll take you there tonight to show you some of her work on Instagram. She's just done an extraordinary job branding herself. So she is, right as we speak, she's in the green room. I'm going to go bring her out, and then we're going to get her talking about her life a little bit, and then I'm going to see if I can get her to share some of her secrets, because she's blowing it up. You're going to make Annie feel welcome. I'm going to unmute Annie and give it up for Annie. Cassell. Annie, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Very good. Did you hear me bragging on you when you were in the green room?
Yes, I did. Thank you so much. You're so sweet.
Well, a lot of the people that you work with really say good things about you, and one of my BFFs is Julie Arthur Rubino, and she says that you're one of her prodigies. So welcome to the show. I know it's been a long day. I want to get you talking a little bit about your life. We always like to start with a little bit of the personal stuff, because it helps us to have an appreciation of where you've been, what the heck happened to you, and how you're cooking now. So get us started. Who is Annie Cassell, and how did you decide to get started in the biz?
Well, I was a long time ago, it doesn't feel like that long ago, working 4 jobs. I was living in a small budget. I was like trying to just make ends meet and, working so many places, but not making that much money, and still trying to figure out where I wanted to be in my life. I wanted to go to school for acting. And so I did that for a little bit and realized that wasn't the path for me. Living paycheck to paycheck was really difficult. And then I wanted to be a doctor, which is obviously a huge transfer from being an actor to a doctor. And I was dreaming big. I was thinking I could do it. It's really hard. And I realized that I just wanted to pursue my passion, which is hair and makeup. I always loved beauty, and I've always loved getting dolled up myself and then making other people feel good, getting all dolled up. And so this is where I'm meant to be. And obviously it's worked out really well. And I'm so happy and love my career so much.
Wow, I love it. So when we invite people to be, in the conversation with me, it's because they're doing something awesome, in search of awesome. And with no exception, in the few hundred interviews I've done over the years, somebody is like, there's their life, and then something happens. I call it the definable moments, the OMG, the awakening, where any fire they have, it's nitroglycerin on the bonfire. And we call them definable moments. I know you've had several. What's one of them for you that kind of like turned on the lights?
Well, I think really the moment it hit me was I worked with two amazing mentors at Shears, Blake and Julie. Both were amazing and taught me so much, and be in teaching me everything about hair and teaching me everything about managing myself as an artist. They taught me that this is not that far out of reach. Making what I want to make, living how I want to live is not out of reach, because they do it and they've been doing it for a while now. And it really just kind of like set off a chemistry in my brain that just exploded. And I was like, this is amazing. I can do what I love to do, and I can make good money doing it and live the life that I want to live and love what I do at the same time, which is a huge thing. I feel like we grow up being like, you have to work. And if you don't love it, that's too bad. You got to do it because you have to make money. And I feel like this is the moment where I was like, I can do this and be happy. What is this? So,
right. Well, I know both Blake and Julie, and I can say to you, you struck oil. So there's a number of hairdressers that will enter the business, and they won't have the opportunity to have the kind of experience that you had with both of those people. They are, they're Jedi masters. And as I'm listening, it's like, not only did they show you what's possible, but then took you on and began personally mentoring you and believing in you and helping you to believe in yourself. And the rest is history. So what a great part of the story. Now,
absolutely.
The other thing that I gotta ask is, anytime somebody's going from 19,000 a year to 65,000 behind the chair, that's your first year. I mean, that is that's like an increase of like 400%. So you went from like $250 a week to $600-700 a week. What's that like?
I mean, just hearing you say that is insane. I feel like when I first spoke to you and we talked about everything, I was just mind blown at how much my life had changed, and I hadn't even fully realized it. And I think now I'm just realizing how comfortable I can live. I can do things without worrying, oh my God, like, am I going to make rent? Am I going to be able to pay for this meal? I have so much confidence because of my mentors in my work and what I do, and know that, I'm meant to do this, and this is what I love to do. I'm so happy. And I mean, the biggest thing I've done is adopt a dog, and I'm so much happier with my puppies.
Well, I want to ask you two things about that. One, where'd you adopt a dog? What kind of dog is it? A small dog, big dog, giant dog, mixed breed?
I mean, most people think they're big dogs, but I think he's a pretty medium-sized dog. He's a pit bull mix, and his name is Howie.
Howie!
Yeah, he's really cute. I got him from the Humane Society, so I adopted him, and he's 3 years old, and he is a lot of energy, but he's a lot of fun.
Yeah. And then what kind of car are you looking at?
I'm looking at getting some sort of Toyota. I have a Toyota right now, and it's lasted me forever. So that has made me feel like I just want to keep looking in that direction. I love those cars. They're amazing.
I love Toyota. I've driven Toyota most of my adult life. I had a RAV4. COVID hit. I decided I don't need two cars, and so I now drive my wife's Toyota 4Runner. So you had me at hello when you said that you do Toyotas. Have you zeroed it down yet to what model?
I think I want to stick in the 2018, 2019. I really like the setup in it. I like that it's not like too high tech just yet. It's just perfect for me. And Yeah, I love my Corolla, which is what I have now, but I really love the Camry. The Camry is definitely probably my
All
first
right.
choice.
Well, where do you go from here? What's 2022 looking like to you? Like what's the next thing for you?
Mm. I really want to move into hair extensions, obviously more. I love doing extensions. It's like my favorite thing I do behind the chair. And I really want to move into more education side. So I love to really hone in my skill and get some education, more of it, and then also start teaching it to others. I mean, I love teaching as it is, and I'm really excited to move forward with that. And I really want to jump again, jump
Yeah,
levels, and I want to purchase that car. I'm really like wanting to just get myself a new car. That's my biggest thing.
I love it. Now, I'm just guided to ask you this question. You know, first year behind the chair. You know, you're well into five figures, about 65,000. It wouldn't surprise me if you're going to trend up. This will probably blow the sides off of your brain box. It wouldn't surprise me if you don't hit $100,000 six-figure W-2 in your second full year. You will be close. You'll be within, like, you know, throw a rock and you hit it. So I want to make sure that we get you back, because I want to keep an eye on you. I think you're just warming up, but there's a lot of people tonight that are watching this. And by the way, this is our first night that, in addition to Facebook, we're doing a simultaneous broadcast on my Michael Cole Millionaire Stylist Instagram page. So say hi to all the people in Instagram. It's
Hi.
we've been doing Facebook Live since 2015, and
Wow.
we just decided we wanted to bring this to that community as well. So that's extraordinary. But whether they're watching on Instagram, Facebook, there's going to be several thousand people doing the rewatch of this. They're looking at you, listening to the story, identifying with you, relating to you, except, and this is the big exception, you're at a place that they're not at yet. And they're at a place that you were at not long ago, and they're kind of going, whoa, 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 whoa. She's in this place. I wonder if I took the giant leap of faith that she did. Could I get anywhere close to where she's at? But they're, they don't know. What might you say to them that would raise the chances that they would take the shot?
I mean, I really think that doing what you love is super important, and that's what I did. And I think that having people you're surrounded by, like Julie and like Blake, telling you, this is possible and this is real. This isn't out of reach, and not even just telling you, showing you. You're working with them firsthand, getting a great mentor, being in a salon that is supporting, giving education, doing all the good things to make you feel like, okay, I have ground to stand on. I'm not just like starting and like freaking out by myself. Being an associate was definitely my number one thing that I would suggest to anybody when you get out of hair school, or if you want to take the jump. Just know that that program is the most pivotal point in your career, because you're going to learn so much. You're going to know so much. You're going to learn how to track and plan, which was a huge thing for me. I love planning my day. I love tracking, seeing my numbers, seeing what's going on, so that I can be sure that I'm going to jump or I'm going to make this much money. So I really love that. That is definitely my number one thing to tell people.
Yeah.
And just listen
Well,
to your mentor.
well, yeah, I heard a couple of things. Yeah, first, find great mentors. But you said something that just kind of knocked me out when you said the associate program it's almost like deciding if when you go to college, okay, I've got my 4-year degree, but I'm going to go and get my, my post-grad. I want to get my, my master's. And as a result of that's kind of like what the associate program is, but I think it's more than coincidental that you went through the associate program. And what was that, a 6-month commitment? I can't remember, 4, 6?
Yes, 6 months.
And as a result, your first full year behind the chair at 65,000, there are several people that won't get close to that until they're well into their second, even their third year. And frankly, if we're going to be real transparent, there's a number of hairdressers that have been behind the chair for many years and aren't in that range. So What would you say would be, yeah, that if it's more than a coincidence that I'm here, but how important was the associate program for you to getting to that place in your first year?
I really think that it was the most important thing. I feel like you aren't really a student, but you are a student in a way. So you're hands-on learning, you're with your mentor all the time, hands in the hair, doing everything with them. And then at the end of my day every day, my mentors would always ask me like, what questions do you have? Or what was the best part of your day? Was there something you confused about? And knowing that like they are there to lean on. And at the end of my day, sometimes they'd be like, how did you feel about my foiling on this person? Or how did you feel about this on this person? And why did you do that? And not being afraid to ask those questions, because it's you, they are there for you and they are there to help you. And if you choose to be nervous and be like, I don't know, I don't want to ask too many questions, I am the queen of asking too many questions. I ask Blake and Julie a million questions. I stand close to them, I'm watching, and just being a sponge, like absorb everything. It's so important. And it really, I think when I hit the floor by myself, I was like, I'm going, and I'm not looking back.
Right, right. Well, one of the things that they say in when I've been to some of the classes where you're teaching a hairdresser how to take on an associate and talking to students about why I'd want to be an associate rather than get in the game right away. And that program now, the associate program, is going on. It's 20 years, and we now know that people that graduate from the associate program, as a rule of thumb, earn anywhere between $15,000 to $20,000 more a year every year of their career than those that go right from school onto the floor. So talk about a great investment, and it is one of those. You're earning as you're learning, and it just kind of catapults you. So kudos to you. Well, we've got a couple of minutes left, and I want to get you talking a little bit about what is it that you're doing that you would call, Annie's favorite best practices, her secret sauce, or whatever, that is really adding the fuel to the fire and empowering you to grow to the speed and the distance that you're growing.
I would say my big secret is that I just post Instagram reels. I mean, it's not really a secret that Instagram is changing, it's evolving. It's not just pictures, it's not just, oh, like here's a carousel of my pictures. It's a lot of videos now. I post so many reels, I get so many views. It's the best way to get reach because now Instagram is pushing the reels first rather than the photos. I take videos of everything. I take pictures of everything. You can make reels with pictures, you can make reels with videos, and just making sure that you are using popular sounds. I mean, I really feel like when I started making reels, that's when my referrals pivoted. That's when I got people in my chair. That's when I got people even just asking, hey, what's your price for this? Or, hey, where are you located? It really got people asking and coming to my chair. Also bringing me more people. They meet people. They are like, hey, so-and-so does my hair. You should really go see them. So the reels are really where it's at right now, for sure.
Yeah. And I'm actually I'm on your page and I'm showing your reels library. I mean, I'm doing the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, it goes on. You probably have 25 pieces of content on the Reels platform, and it's all your work. And it looks like a lot of it is, these are probably $250 tickets. So you're saying the views that you're getting you're into 4-figure views. There's a few of them that you went off the chart. So you got one that's at 16,000, one over 12,000. So you're in the game big time. And so you're saying that really is a difference maker for you, and you've kind of found your own voice in how you video, the videography that you're using. You bring music into it, and so you're saying that's a difference maker.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and it even gets the guest excited when they're like posing, or you're getting them to spin around, or you're getting them to do things. Like it gets them excited to be involved with you. And then you're creating that bond with your guests, and then not only are you getting referrals from the TikTok or the reel that you just made, you're also getting referrals from that guest who just had so much fun with you. Then they're sharing your reel. Oh my gosh, this was so much fun to make with my stylist. So it's really awesome. It's definitely a game changer.
You know, you're the first guest that I've had on that is using platforms like Reel, or it sounds like you're doing some similar things on TikTok. You're either, with same piece of content uploading to one platform or the other, but they're basically both very similar platforms. So, and to make that work, the guest isn't just like standing and static and you're taking pictures. They're like a hybrid model. They're having fun, so it enhances the experience. And then I gotta believe that when they see themselves on your platform with music, and it's almost like it's an MTV thing. So I've not really had somebody on that was talking about using Reels in that way to enhance not only branding yourself is one thing, but the guest experience. And I'm assuming they go home and on social media, they're talking about it a lot because it blew their mind.
Yeah, they usually message me, oh my gosh, this is so cute. I love it. It's so perfect. They share it on their Instagram. They share it on their social media. They go and show their family, oh my gosh, look, my stylist made this reel of me. And it's so fun because you're just making them feel like what you said, like you're on TV, like you're special and you're making them feel like a model. It's awesome.
I love it. Well, listen, we're out of time. But make a couple promises to me that you'll come back for an encore because I think you're warming up, and I'd like to get you back next year. And really, my hunch is that you'll be at least a level 4, might even be working with an associate. And I'm going to start betting I'm going to bet Julie Molina that you crack $100,000 next year. So promise me you'll do that.
Okay, I promise.
And then number 2, from time to time, I do private Zooms. Like on this Monday, I think I'm hosting like a ginormous 500 stylist private Zoominar, millionaire stylist, L'Oreal compliments L'Oreal. From time to time, I bring in surprise guests, and it would be so cool to get you into one of those classes that fits your schedule, so that that audience, and we can even take a deeper dive in what's driving your success. So is that something you'd consider doing?
Absolutely, I'd love to. That sounds so fun.
All right. Well, listen, it's been a long day for you. I'm gonna let you get on with your evening. Thank you very much, and say hi to all my homies at Shears. Tell them I love them, and we're gonna give it up for Annie one more time, you guys.
Thank you guys
Annie.
so much.
All right. Wow, that was very cool, you guys, and from my friends on the Instagram community, what she brought to the table tonight. Your first this is our first time on Instagram Live, where we've been bringing this to Facebook since 2015. I think this is our 271st interview. So we thought, let's bring it to my buddies on Instagram. So it was wonderful to have you here. If you're new to the community, tonight you're watching Michael Cole, Millionaire Stylist. That's my handle on Instagram. And we're on the same handle in Facebook. I'm playing 2 cameras now, right? And we're so it's going simultaneous broadcast. And what that will do is after tonight, we will be putting like the highlights of tonight's conversation on my Michael Cole Millionaire Stylist IGTV. We can watch 5 minutes of and really kind of a cut to the chase. So wonderful to have you there as well. The other thing I want to mention is that I'm doing a lot more transformational training, mindfulness, mental, emotional wellness. And these are really more production value videos. It's not like raw organic content. And it's on SummitSalon365.com. And, for a nominal subscription, it really goes a long way to kind of wake us up and level us up and step us up, so that when we show up for the game every day, we show up in what we call the power of presence. So love to have you take a peek at that as well. If you're new to our community, we have 100 coaches now that are working online. Gone are the days where we have to jump on airplanes to come and visit people, or hotel rooms or Ubers or any of that. I think that was one of the only big blessings in disguise of COVID, is it really speeded things up for us to pivot. So we have about 100 consultants that would be more than happy to meet with salon owners, hairdressers, people that are in business for themselves, to coach them. And it's online coaching. And if you would like, you can call our 800 number or go to summitsalon.com, and we'll set up a complimentary virtual interview to show you what's possible if you want to get in the game, if you will. Last but not least, that if you hit on Instagram my link tree, which is in my bio, you're going to have access to all of our gamified calculators, and they're all it was created complements L'Oreal, and we help hairdressers become millionaires. I mean, literally millionaires. That we from the many years we've been in the game, we can help and educate, inspire somebody that reaches we call it a 7-figure net worth. That's like $1 million. Somewhere in a tax deferred savings, it could be an IRA, a 401k, a whatever, but to get there before they're halfway through with their career. And we have calculators. They're all gamified. They're very, very simple. The essence of a ingenious idea is its simplicity. And these calculators, my friends, they're simply genius. We got our first one called the Dream Machine, and it shows you how to set an annual take-home pay goal. Then we have the Magic Day Calc for some of us that are having a hard time just making enough money. It's like Annie was working like 4 jobs. It's like, that's ridiculous. Tell the calculator how much money you need to make. We'll figure out what you need to do a day behind the chair. We'll help you to get to that place so that you're not working yourself to death. The Golden Goose Calc is one of my favorites because it shows you how to save more of what you're making, where to put it so that over time you have a goose, a high 6-figure savings account. It's doing an annual yield, and those golden eggs can equal what you're doing behind the chair. I mean, that's how we get to behind the chair millionaire. And then we have, for those of us that are plagued by debt, something called the debt-free calc. So you key in, and it basically does all the thinking for you. We've got artificial intelligence built into the calcs. And again, they're free. This is not an infomercial, right? So if you go to my Michael Cole Millionaire Stylist page on Instagram and you hit my link tree, you'll see these calcs, and there's a lot more calcs there as well. And again, compliments L'Oreal. So thanking L'Oreal for that. We are sponsored, are powered by L'Oreal Summit Salon Business Center, Michael Cole Summit. All of that is inside of the L'Oreal family. These are L'Oreal brands. If you're going to hang out with us in our community, get involved in the brands, because to the degree that you're involved in the brands are in a position to give us the fuel, the financial wherewithal we need to bring this to you, complements them. So it's a beautiful thing how that works. So been a wonderful show tonight. I love Instagram. This has been really cool. I've been wanting to do this for a couple of years, and now we're doing it. So we'll bring it to you. We do at least 2 interviews a week. We do a Monday night interview. We do a Thursday night interview. And, no, wait, there's more. I'm going to do a 500 stylist private complimentary Zoominar on Monday, sponsored by L'Oreal. I think we probably have about 50, 60 seats left. If you would like to do that, contact salon centric, and they'll get you tightened up for that. So I'd love to have you there. And if you can't be there, we record everything, put it on a private Zoom community, private Facebook community, so that you can do the rewatch. So any way you cut it, you can't lose. So I would love to have you come to that. It's been really cool being with you. I'm going to let you get on with your evening, and we will see you, some of you, we will see you on Monday at the Millionaire Behind the Chair Millionaire. All right, see you later.